So how did you get like into streaming, Taj? Like yeah.
Yeah, man, the streaming days, man. So I mean, as you know, Rhabby, I played football like my whole life from like 6 to when I graduated college at 22.
Stud.
We in there.
What position?
Running back. Most of my life.
Hey.
Bell cow? You were bell cow?
Something
So you
like
actually did the work.
You might be able to find my videos if you could search hard enough.
Okay, if I dig deep enough.
Challenge accepted.
But and when I went to college, I played corner and safety, defensive back.
Okay.
I went to West Texas A&M, which is a complete shithole in the panhandle of Texas. Don't go anywhere near there. Amarillo, Lubbock, Canyon area. Sucks. I was there for like 5 years, graduated with a biology degree.
At least you graduated. That's more than I can say.
But I'm streaming just like you, so who cares, right? But and I mean that's part of it. I got home. I was doing a bunch of jobs that didn't have anything to do with biology. I worked at Best Buy at first, and I worked at Chase and did some other things. And I got tired of not doing anything with my degree, so I was like, you know what? I was in between jobs at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna only fill out lab jobs, things that have to do with my degree. And no one was answering anything. And Destiny just came out. Destiny came out September 2014. And so I was playing with these guys. I met them on like GameFAQs, on a GameFAQs forum, right? Back when that was hot. And we started
Craigslist of like LFG back in the day.
Just dropped, and we was getting to know each other, and they're like, why don't you just like stream in the meantime, fill out applications and just stream, you're kind of funny, blah blah blah. So I did not get any job offers clearly, and back then the stream landscape was a little different, but without
for sure,
I got partnered very quickly. I think I got partnered in February. I'm starting.
Were you just streaming through the PS4, or did you have a PC?
Exactly. So I didn't have to worry about like Goth and all the other people on the top of the directory. If you were on PlayStation, you were only seeing us small people. So I got a ton of viewers quick, and I was helping people with Vault of Glass and Trials, and I was black. So people, I got partnered early.
Progressive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Never looked back.
That's sick. That's
awesome.
That's
good to hear. Congrats on the success.
Dude, back in the day, man.
That's fruit. Chill out. I'm just playing games because I don't want to do anything. No, I'm playing.
Well, it must be nice too, being able to be home with your kids. That might make things easier.
That's the main thing. Like a lot of people like, yo, you can get a part-time job, but streaming or just working from home, doing anything, it just affords so much freedom because Bianca was their mother. We're not married, so I'm not gonna say my wife, but we live together. But she runs an at-home daycare, so we both work from home. But she has to be here for the kids, right? So I always, take my son to and from school or football practice, and I'm at all the games, and that's priceless, man. If you go get a job and you have to be at the job at this time, it's just not worth giving up yet. So
that's heartwarming.
I just feed my cat, like I don't have any warm wholesome stuff like that. I just he yells at me, and then I'm like, all right, I'll give you some canned food that you eat every day. Like,
I clean up my dog's throw up when he like eats too much sometimes. So I'm a pretty good parent.
So let's double back though, more about the football. So were you playing like through high school? What did it look like? What kind of like division was your high school? Clearly you went to college. Was it on a sponsorship? How'd all that work?
Scholarship, you knew.
Or scholarship. Whatever. It's on.
So I live in Texas. I live in San Antonio, and
gang shit.
Hey, I didn't know if you really like divulged that, but San Antonio, I ain't forgot.
He reps.
Yeah.
Say tell me out here.
He reps his set.
Not only the best state, shout out, but a huge football state. You know what I'm saying? If you're play football and you're good at it, you can get a lot of perks growing up that you probably shouldn't. So I was decently good, and I was a quote unquote the star player in my high school.
Say it, baby. I was too. Say it. It's all good.
But, yeah, man. It was cool. But then I did go to West Texas A&M on a scholarship. West Texas is a D2 school, so you have D1, your big names. You have like D1 AA, which would be like Texas State or wherever anyone else may live. There's a lot of them. And then D2 is right under that. But I did have a full scholarship to go there.
Nice.
So that
Nice.
was very helpful. Then I redshirted, so I was there for 5 years and went through the
Now,
whole.
redshirt means you're a freshman and you just don't play, right? And you got to sit.
You don't play, but it doesn't count against you.
Yeah, like you get to play like another like fifth year.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I see. I had like all those kind of offers, like to be like, hey, you can come to this school and like redshirt. I hated that idea, like because like I always wanted to play, you know, like so like to be just like on the field just watching, like I hated practicing too. So like practice was the worst. So like just knowing that like all I'm there to do is practice and I don't even get to play for a whole year. Like that's why like I mostly never ended up playing anywhere because most of my scholarship offers were redshirting. I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
There's a lot of.
Now was that tough as an athlete to kind of like watch and stuff like that?
Yeah, for a lot of people don't even make it past that because they're not used. They're so used to being the best player,
the man,
right? And you go somewhere and no one cares about you, and sit down, shut up.
Yeah, you're average here, buddy.
And you're not playing at all, so deal with it. And a lot of people can't handle that, and they don't cut it past the first year.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. That's why I'm streaming now.
There's nothing more like soul crushing than like going to college and you were a big fish, small pond, and then like you're here and you're like, wow, I don't do anything, do I? Shit.
Yep.
I stream video games.
Transition for sure.
Dude.
Well, see, that's like the dream for your parents, though. You played a lot of video games, but still you were active. Did they push you to play football? Was it your own volition? Did your older brother do it, and that's why you did it?
More so, my older brother. So I grew up with my step family. My mom married my stepdad when I was fairly young. So it's me and my older sibling, who's my only true sibling. And
Are you the youngest?
Yeah, out of me and him, I'm the youngest. But then I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters in my step family, and they're my brother and sister. Period. I grew up with them from when I was like 5, 6. We all lived together, but they all did sports. Even my sisters were in track and volleyball and baseball and everything. We were just, very athletically gifted family, even a blended family. So 2 of my older brothers did play football. And I just remember my stepdad and my dad asked me, I was like 6, 7 at the time, "Are they going to play football?" I was like, "Yeah, my older brothers do it. Sure." I didn't know what the hell I was getting into.
Yeah.
But just went from there, man.
Well, that's awesome.
So you enjoyed it, right? Like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's dope.
I know a lot of people don't enjoy it, so
I mean, but it sounds like your parents weren't like my dad was like way too into my sports. Like it was the parent that was way too into it.
Me and Rob have similar origin stories here about sports.
And it's just like at the point where I was like, I'm literally quitting because of you.
Yeah, your parents are overbearing.
Oh, my dad was overbearing. That was it. Like, and that's all it had to be.
Oh man, yeah, I play a lot of football too, and I mean it's so true about Texas. Like it's just a reputation of like, oh, you're gonna like you're a dude, you can play football because you get so many benefits growing up just for being in sports.
Basketball, we don't care about you.
Fuck that shit.
You ever get any checks in high school, Taj, for a good game? Did anybody give you a check? Like a little bit, like, hey, like a good game. There's $200 from like alumni or something.
No, I wish.
Nothing like that. You hear those kind of stories in Texas.
In college, like ever, like I was in high school. I can say that for sure. I was a decent player in college, but I was never like, that guy. So,
So no combine, no NFL aspirations ever or anything like that. You were kind of just there and being like, I'm getting my degree. Like I understand that. Or were you like, honestly, like I can play in the league. Like let me see.
Let me in, coach.
So for me, I did do a few NFL combines. And I played with people who were in the league, and a few might still be in there. Britton Golden played with the Cardinals for a while, good friend of mine. If y'all are Saints fans at all, Kyrie Robinson was a running back there for a bit. He was running with Mark Ingram and them. He's amazing. We played with him and a few other people. Me myself, I kind of got burnt out, and you hear it all the time as you go up in the things, from high school to college to NFL, it just becomes more political.
That's all it is. Like
that turned me off bad in college, man. I didn't like the way a lot of my coaches were doing stuff.
You gotta be like, you gotta ass kiss your way up too, like a lot of ass kissing.
So I sucked it up, man. That they were paying for my school. I would talk to my parents about it. They're like, hey, they're paying for your education. Get your education, suck it up. By the time it was over, I was pretty much done. If you talk to some of them, some of them be like, yeah, you know, he probably could have. He had the skill to make it, but the level of the game at that point was all but gone for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Still
that's
to get there, man.
Yeah,
That's top 1%. Like that's not everyone can get there to where you got. So
yeah, I would say you didn't have success, but that sounds plenty successful to me.
Yeah, I got you exactly where you are now.
Maybe you didn't love it, but you could flex that shit, and people be like, "What the for real, dude?"
I got like 2 nice ass rings. They're not. I think they're in my parents' house, but it was a fun time, man.
What'd you win? Like you won the natty?
No,
you won the ship. Oh, okay.
But like conference champs one year, and then we got another ring for a bowl game that we went to.
What's your worst record you guys had?
Worst?
Yeah, like the worst season you ever had. Those are the worst.
We were a damn good team.
Oh, okay. So you guys balled out.
We always had a winning percentage at least.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
We had some people that were nasty.